Fondest Super Bowl memory?
Wow. Probably the first one I went to. I think when I was my first year in the league, I went to the Super Bowl between the 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. I think it was back in 1984. And it was at Stanford Stadium, and 49ers put a whooping on the Dolphins that day. Dan Marino was a young quarterback at that time, and that was his first Super Bowl, and he never got a chance to go back, something he always regretted. But Joe Montana really made a name for himself, and that was my most memorable one because it was my first one in person.
Your fondest Super Bowl memory, but I think I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, the game itself was special. Certainly just how it all unfolded, getting down by 10 points and roaring back, and the onside kick, and coming back in the fourth quarter, taking the lead, and then the interception return, and then just taking that final knee and just knowing that we had done it. But nothing could match, being able to be with my family and my wife, Brittany, and my son, Balin, and hold him up and just share that experience with them. That made it just remarkable.
Probably the first victory in 2001 when we beat the Rams, because everybody said we were going to be losing by 30 points at halftime. It was going to be a blowout, so probably our first Super Bowl win.
So what's that feeling like? Okay, you win. Name that feeling.
It's undescribable. It's one of those feelings it's an indescribable feeling. It's the best for an athlete, if that's what you're playing for. It's the best feeling in the world to know that you are the best in the world at what do you do.
Just winning it, and the energy that was on that field afterwards, when the confetti was falling down, and just seeing the Patriots like with their heads down, it was like the best feeling.
My favorite quote, and it actually comes from football, it's act like you've been there before. Can you really act like you've been there before when you win the Super Bowl?
No, you cannot at all. Like, there's no comparing feeling to that, you know what I mean? And just the excitement that you have.
Unfortunately, I never got a chance to play in the Super Bowl, so for me, I think they've all been really great. I love to just see the game. It's the pinnacle of success for the NFL, and so I couldn't pick one in particular.
How do you recover from a loss? Not necessarily a Super Bowl loss, but how do you recover just from a loss? You put all your heart and soul, your body, it's so physical. How do you recover?
It's tough because I'm competitive, so I hate losing anyway to anything. We could be playing checkers. Me and Yvette could be playing checkers right here, and I get mad, punch a hole in the wall if I lose.
Losses hurt 10 times worse than the feeling of a good win, and that's just the way it is. I think we're all competitors, and we're all used to winning, and you work so hard for it, so when it doesn't happen, it just, you can get depressed.
Oh, it sucks, because you let your team down, you let the city down, and you work so hard that week, and you didn't come out successful.
Well, you go to the film room, study, make the necessary changes that you need to necessarily win the game. You come back, prepare for next week to get better and win.
No time to pout. It's all about the next game, and you're only as good as your next performance.
You look at the good things, and you evaluate the bad things, and you just got to correct it the next week.
I'm real competitive, but at the end of the day, you have to remember that it's work. It's fun. You hate to lose, but you got to have good sportsmanship. You got to be able to handle the tough times along with the good times.
Predictions.
We don't want to make no predictions being that the Steelers is not in it.
I will watch the Super Bowl because I love the commercials, but I'm rooting for no one.
Who are you rooting for coming up?
My team is the Patriots. I'm a New England guy.
I think I'm going to go with the Giants.
Well, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm going to say the Giants.
I'm actually going to be a Giants fan going into this weekend. By default, can't root for the Patriots because of the whole Spygate scandal in 2005. I would never forgive them.
You can root for the Giants because I'm a New Yorker, Giants fan. You could do that.
I'm just looking for a lot of exciting plays, looking for a lot of, historical plays, things that are going to get people out of their seats. That's what happens around this time of the year. So hopefully some of my buddies on the Giants make some good plays.
I'm actually going to root for the Giants, and that's kind of hard to say just because we're in New York. We share the same stadium, but at the end of the day, it's good for the city.
The Giants are rolling right now, so that should be a great game.
I like the way they're playing football, great defense and running the football, and I like the Giants.
I'm Joe Manganiello of True Blood, and you're watching Young Hollywood.